space, the final frontier, at least for us here on Earth. Everyone seems to have it all figured out, but what if you saw Earth from the other side? You know, as an alien who just found our planet.
In Terry Bisson's short play, They're Made Out of Meat, we're treated to the perspective of two aliens who have just discovered our strange planet. And they face a very important decision. Do they welcome the people of Earth into their intergalactic space clique, or do they sweep the human race under the rug, so to speak?
Despite our differences from each other, we all share a common trait, the fear of the unknown. Though aliens know some about the human race, they still could learn a lot from us. But will their prejudice hold them back? This is We're Made Out of Meat by Terry Bisson. They're made out of meat.
Meat?
Meat. They're made out of meat.
Meat.
Yep, there's no doubt about it. We took several from different parts of the planet. We took them aboard our Raycon vessels, probed them all the way through, and they are completely made out of meat.
Well, that's impossible. What about the radio signals, the messages to the stars?
Well, they use the radios to talk, but the signals don't come from them. They come from machines.
Well, who made the machines? That's who we want to talk to.
No, meat made the machines. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They made the machines.
Meat made the machines. You're asking me to believe in sentient meat.
No. I am not asking you. I'm telling you. These are the only sentient race in this part of the galaxy, and they're made out of meat.
But maybe they're like the Orifoli, a carbon-based intelligence that, goes through a meat stage.
Nope, they're born meat and then they die meat. We've studied them for several of their lifespans, which actually don't take too long. I mean, do you have any idea the lifespan of meat?
Spare me. Maybe they're like the Orifoli, a meat head with an electron plasmic brain inside.
No, we thought of that since they do have meat heads like the Wadali. But no, I told you, we probed them all the way through. They're completely made out of meat.
No brain?
Well, yes, there's a brain, except it's made out of meat.
So what does the thinking?
No, the brain does the thinking. The meat.
Thinking meat. You want me to believe in thinking meat?
Yes, finally. Thinking meat. Conscious meat. Loving meat. Dreaming meat. The meat is the whole deal. Are you getting the picture?
Oh my God, so you're serious then? They're made out of meat?
Yes, they are indeed made out of meat. And they've been trying to get in contact with us for hundreds of their years.
Yeah, well, what does the meat have in mind?
Well, first it wants to talk with us, of course. Then I assume it wants to explore the galaxy, contact other sentients, swap ideas and information. The usual.
We're supposed to talk to meat?
That's the idea. I mean, that's the messages they're sending to us. Hello, anyone out there? Anyone home? That sort of thing.
So they do talk then? They use words, ideas, and concepts?
Well, yes, except they do it with meat.
Well, I thought you said they use radio waves.
No. They do, but what do you think is on the radio? Meat sounds. Okay, you know when you slap or flap meat together and it makes a noise? Well, they talk by flapping their meat at each other. They can even sing by squirting air through their meat.
Singing meat. That's altogether too much. So, what do you advise?
Officially or unofficially?
Both.
Well, officially, we are required to contact, welcome, and log in any or all sentient or races or multi-beings in the quadrant without prejudice, fear, or favor. Unofficially, I say we erase the data and forget the whole thing.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I mean, it seems cruel, but There is a limit. I mean, do we really want to make contact with meat?
Agreed. I mean, what's there even to say? Howdy, meat. How's it going? But are you sure this will work? How many planets are we even dealing with here?
Well, just one. It looks like they can travel to other planets, though, using special meat containers, but they can't live on them. And of course, being meat, they can only travel through sea space, which limits their ability to go to the speed of light and make them ever making contact pretty slim.
So we just pretend there's no one home in the universe?
That's it.
And what about the ones you took aboard our vessels? The ones you probed? Are you sure they're not going to remember anything?
They'll be considered crackpots if they do. We actually went into their head and we just smoothed out the meat, so we will only be a dream to them.
A dream to meet. How fitting it is that we should be meat's dream.
And we can mark this sector unoccupied.
Good. Case closed. Officially and unofficially. Anything else? Anyone interesting this side of the galaxy?
Yes, actually. A rather shy but sweet hydrogen core cluster in a Class 9 star in G445 zone. Looks like it was in two galactic rotations ago, actually. It wants to be friendly again.
They always come around.
I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, could you imagine how unutterably cold the universe would be if one were all alone?